Do not listen to hypnosis recordings whilst driving or operating machinery. These recordings are not designed to be listened to by anyone suffering from epilepsy or severe mental health issues, including psychosis. Hypnosis recordings are not meant to replace medical or psychological treatment. If you are unsure about the suitability of these recordings, please consult a medical professional before listening. Hi, this is Aidan, and welcome. If you've woken during the night and your mind has become a little active again, that's more common than you might think. Sleep naturally moves in cycles, rising and falling through deeper and lighter stages. And sometimes, for a little while, awareness simply returns. So if you find yourself awake right now, there is nothing wrong with you. Your body still knows how to sleep, and there is nothing you need to force. For now, you don't need to try to sleep at all. All you need to do is rest. Because even quiet rest is deeply restorative for the mind and body. And very often, when the mind stops trying quite so hard, sleep finds its way back on its own. So allow yourself to settle comfortably. Notice the surface beneath you, the way the bed supports the weight of your body. Feel the quiet of the room around you and the gentle rhythm of your breathing. Nothing you need to fix. Nothing you need to solve. Just resting here in the stillness of the night. And as you rest, you might begin to imagine something simple. Imagine that you are lying comfortably inside a small, covered riverboat. A quiet little boat drifting slowly along a calm river at night. The boat is steady, safe, sheltered, and the water moves so gently that you can barely feel the motion at all. Above you, the night sky stretches wide and dark, scattered with distant stars, and the river carries the boat forward without any effort from you. You don't need to steer. You don't need to decide where it goes. The current already knows the way. All you need to do is lie back and allow the boat to drift. The river moves slowly, almost lazily, gliding past dark tree lines and quiet banks of grass. The world is peaceful here, still. Occasionally, you might hear the faintest sound of water touching the side of the boat. A soft, lapping rhythm, slow, gentle, unhurried. And the more you listen to that quiet rhythm, the more your body can begin to soften. Your shoulders settling a little deeper, your arms resting more heavily, your legs becoming loose and comfortable against the surface beneath you. Sometimes thoughts appear in the middle of the night. That's simply what minds do. But thoughts that appear at this hour rarely need to be solved. Night thoughts are often unfinished thoughts, wandering thoughts, passing thoughts. And just like leaves that fall into the river, they can drift for a while. Then the current quietly carries them away. You don't need to push them aside. You don't need to chase them either. You can simply notice them like leaves floating past the side of the boat, and allow them to drift further downstream until they disappear quietly into the darkness of the river. Meanwhile, the small boat continues to glide slowly, effortlessly, carried by the natural movement of the water beneath it. And as the river carries the boat, your body can begin to feel heavier, more supported, more at ease. Your breathing slow and easy, your muscles loosening quieter. Out here on the night river, time behaves a little differently. Minutes stretch, moments soften. There is no hurry, no destination that needs to be reached quickly. Just the slow movement of water and the quiet drifting of the boat. And sometimes, when the mind stops watching the clock, sleep returns quietly, almost unnoticed. But there's no need to make that happen. Resting here is already enough. The boat drifts further down the river, past dark trees that lean gently over the water, past wide open stretches where the stars reflect softly on the surface of the river. The water moves steadily beneath the boat, always flowing, always carrying you forward. And the steady rhythm of that movement seems to encourage your body to release a little more tension. Your jaw softening, your forehead smoothing, your shoulders letting go of the weight they've carried today. Your breathing becoming slow, natural, unforced. If another thought appears, you might imagine placing it on a small leaf, setting that leaf down onto the surface of the river and watching as the current gently carries it away. further and further downstream until it disappears from view. And meanwhile, the quiet boat continues drifting slowly, effortlessly. Sometimes you may notice the gentle rocking of the boat, barely noticeable, just enough to remind you that the river is moving, and that soft movement can be deeply soothing, like being rocked gently in a cradle or floating quietly on calm water. And with each slow breath out, your body becomes a little heavier, your muscles softer, your mind quieter. You don't need to make sleep happen. You don't need to chase it, because sleep is something the body already knows how to do. Just like the river knows how to flow. And the more you simply rest here, drifting gently along the quiet water, the more your mind and body can return to their natural rhythm. Perhaps you begin to notice the stillness of the night more deeply now. The cool night air, the soft sound of water, the gentle motion of the boat gliding along the river. Everything moving slowly. Everything unhurried. And as the river carries the boat onward, your body continues to rest, supported, calm, peaceful, and in this quiet drifting, time softens, minutes stretch, moments loosen, and whether sleep returns soon, whether you simply continue resting here for a little while longer. Your body and mind are exactly where they need to be. Drifting gently on the quiet night river.